Hi, I'm Tracy Faulkner from Lush Fabrics with your release for this week, 7th of August. We are still in winter, I know, and I do have a few winter fabrics here for you, but I also have a few fabrics for warmer weather. For those of you who have a shorter winter or who are sick of winter and they just want to start planning what they're going to do in the warmer weather, I do have a few of those for you too today. Okay, so first one is a print that you have seen before. It's a base that you've seen before. This is Confessions in Olive, and it's another beautiful super soft Harchie. So some of you already have this fabric because it did go out in a subscription box. It's so gorgeous and soft, and it's just the sweetest little print. So it's great for all sizes, meaning it's a small print, so it's great for kids, it's great for adults. You don't have to worry about the print swamping a child or anything like that. It'll work really well for them too. And it is so super soft that your kids will love wearing this just as much as you do. So super soft Harchie is 96% poly, 4% spandex. It's only about 180 GSM. It is a thin, lightweight sweater knit, but it does have a cozy factor. If you're in a really cold climate, it's great to use this just as a top. You know, a long sleeve top, turtleneck, scoop neck, whatever it's going to be. And then you can layer over the top with a jacket or cardigan. All of my coordinates have just slipped off the table here. That was great. I'll have to duck out of sight in a minute and pick those up. Okay, so here is your stretch both ways and your drape. So this is really great for tops, jumpers, cardigans. I have a few dresses out of this, which I absolutely love. So it's great for all things. Excuse me, I'm going to duck down and pick all these up. And then I can show you what this one matches with. I'm just going to put that there so that I don't lose them again. So first one is the olive green double brush poly. And ivory double brush poly is really nice. And then we also have olive scuba, which works with it too. It's fallen down on me. Okay, so Confessions in Olive, and it's a super soft Harchie. Gorgeous. Okay, now the next one is a new base that we introduced you to last month, and it's this gorgeous brushed rib. So if you happen to get any of the other ones, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It is a beautiful fabric. It's soft and it's warm and cozy. It's actually brushed on both sides, and this one's actually softer on the inside than it is on the outside. Let me show you it up close. So you can just see those ribs there. And on the wrong side, can you see that fuzziness? So it's a little bit, it's brushed and it's soft and it's beautiful. So this is 86% poly, 9% spandex, sorry, 9% rayon and 5% spandex. It's only 190 GSM, so it's lightweight, but it definitely has some coziness. This one is called Run Free. There's its horizontal stretch. Yes, maybe a little bit of give. There's not much going on vertically. And there's your drape. So again, great for a cardigan or a jumper. And this would actually be really nice for a cardigan because although the print isn't exactly the same on the wrong side, because it's brushed more on the wrong side, it's a little bit lighter, but you can still see it. It's not like it's just a white background. So, you know, garments like a high-low or a cardigan and that sort of thing where you can see the inside, that's just good to know what it's going to be like. It'll be an amazing dress. Heaps that you could do. Now, this one, oh, I forgot to show you the matching thread for the Confessions in Olive. We do have one and it is listed on the website. And this one I've matched with 413. And I have put it with the Industrial Steel 220 GSM rib knit. Okay, so Run Free. It's a brushed rib. This is, I think, the last one of these that we had. They had very few options in this particular fabric base, but it is beautiful. Okay, now, now is what I am wearing. So this, you might recognize this print. This is Xanadu in Rust. I had to keep my cardi on because it's still cold. So I've had this particular cut of fabric since we sold out of this, whenever it was, last year, a while ago anyway. And I think this was the very first cut off the roll. So we always, you know, this is what I use in the videos, is the first cut of the roll, and the cutting is jagged and there's often writing on it or holes in it, or it's dirty. So we don't sell those. They do end up in surprise satchels, but we don't actually sell them. So I took the first cut home, and it's been at home ever since, but I wanted to make this with it ever since I took it home. So I stayed true. I kept with what I wanted to do. I kept with my vision. This is the Timeout Tank by Pattern Emporium, and I just used black 180 GSM cotton spandex for the bands. Let's see, I clipped it. I did iron it. So if you watch the video that Kate does on this tutorial, which is really great by the way, but there's a lot of ironing that's needed for this pattern, but that's a little bit scary with double brush poly, because you have to be very, very careful of the temperature of your iron with double brush poly, or you will melt it. So I probably needed a little bit more. Sorry, Kate, if you're watching this, that I haven't ironed it quite enough. But it was a deliberate thing. I knew it was a risk I was willing to take at that point. Anyway, I've been wanting to make this top in this fabric for a very long time. So even though it's still cold, I've just made this a little bit in advance, and I'm ready for summer because it would be great. I'll probably size down a little bit next time, I think, because it's just a little bit bigger than I want it to be, but it's absolutely wearable, and I will wear it heaps now that I've got it, because I'm obsessed by this color at the moment. So Xanadu in Rust, it is a restock. It's a double brush poly. So double brush poly, as you know, you guys who have watched my videos again and again, it's amazing for so many different garment types because it has really great stretch, both horizontally and vertically. And it has really good recovery on that stretch, so it won't get bigger during the day, which means it's good for a really tight fitting garment, or it's good for a drapey garment because it has beautiful drape as well. So this is really good for leggings. It's good for a dress, for a top, for a skirt, for pants, for shorts, for a jacket, heaps of things. You just need to make sure that the stretch percentage of the fabric is within the requirements of the stretch percentage of the pattern. So all the patterns would let you know what sort of a stretch percentage is needed for that pattern to work, and we list the stretch percentage on all of our knit fabrics on the website. Okay, so we don't have, oh, I've got nothing matches with this one. I don't have any other colours of fabric that match, and I have no threads that match either. Obviously black looks great with it, and we don't do photos with black because it's a bit of a given, but I am very happy to finally have the top that I've been dreaming about for about a year now. Okay, next, another double brushed. So I said to you earlier that we've got some summer and winter fabrics. Double brush polys, in my mind, are trans-seasonal. These are fabrics that we have and we will release all year round. We don't really see it as a summer or a winter fabric. It is the sort of fabric that I personally wouldn't wear on a 40-degree day because I would find it too hot. But other than that, you know, sort of 35 and below, I guess, I would wear it all year round. It works for me. Everybody's different with that. It is brushed, which does add that little bit of warmth to it. So if you're unsure of whether it's going to work for you, most people can get like a little tank top out of a meter of fabric. So it's worth giving it a go because it's a beautiful soft fabric. It's so versatile in that you can make so many garments out of it, and it comes in so many amazing prints, and we've got about 80 solid colors of it at the moment. So it's a very, very versatile fabric in its options and what you can do with it. So this one is called Eventually in green. How pretty is that? It's so cute. Really nice. So it's got the same stretch as I showed you earlier. They all have pretty good stretch and the same in that they bounce right back again. Nice drape. This one, I didn't have a matching thread, unfortunately, but I put it with Dusty Green, double brush poly, and I think the girls put it with Brown Waffle, because I actually thought that these darker flowers were grey, but they're right, they're actually a little bit brown. So that Brown Waffle looks really cute with it. I had thought they were grey, isn't that funny? But now I see that they're brown. So they're a browny grey. They can probably swing either way. And then Ivory, double brush poly as well. So this is super pretty, eventually in green, double brush poly. And this print you've seen before. It's another version of the smear, this time in purple, and it is super pretty. And now that I'm unfolding it, I can tell you it is super, super soft as well. How's that? For all you purple lovers out there, isn't that gorgeous? Some really nice colours in there. It's got really good stretch horizontally and vertically, and beautiful drape. Now, let's see. We've got Lavender, double brush poly as a coordinate, and that's really pretty. What else do we have? Industrial Steel. Where am I putting all of these? I'm losing track. There we go. Industrial Steel. This is that rib knit again, the 220 GSM unbrushed, just a regular rib. And Off-White Modal is another option. And, but wait, there's more. Eggplant, double brush poly. That's gorgeous with those darker, the really dark, deep purples in there. It's really pretty. And Chambray. This is our last one. Chambray double brush poly with those little bits of blue that are there. Smear in purple, double brushed, really cute. Okay, now this next one you've seen before as well, but probably a little while ago, and it's probably going to look quite different to you because the one that we have in stock is a yellow background. This one is a gorgeous black, which really makes the colours and the print on it pop. This is called What a Feeling in black, and it's another double brush, our last double brushed for today. Look at that, it's gorgeous. Let me show you up close. Really pretty. It's a really pretty print, beautiful and soft again, that great stretch again. Really nice drape. I love the black background, it really makes the print on it pop, I think. So of course we've just gone with our 4000 thread for this one, the black. And have I been showing you these threads? I've just totally forgotten about the threads today, haven't I? Losing my mind. Anyway, they are all linked on the website if you are hoping for a thread. If there is one that matches, then we do link it to the product. Sorry that I've forgotten my job today. Okay, we have put this one with white bamboo and Tangerine double brush poly. Is that the right one? Yep, Tangerine. Not sure what they were matching it with there. I guess some of the darker, I mean, it does look quite nice, but I'm not sure that it's exactly the same as the pinks on here. Okay, and then we put it with Silver Fox cotton spandex for these greys that are here, and Pink Coral, which is one of our latest double brush polys. That one's really cute with it, really pretty. Camel double brush poly for the yellow flowers. I like that too. What else did we do? Oh, olive green. Here we go. Double brush poly to go with those leaves. Okay, I think that's all of them for that one. Yes, it is. So this is What a Feeling in black with lots of beautiful coordinates to go with it. Now, that's enough of the double brush polys. We have a French terry for you now. And this French terry is so, so soft. This is blue and purple tie-dye. So the colours in it are absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous and soft to the touch. It is quite a lightweight and thin French terry, so it's about 200 GSM. And what is it? It's 68% poly, 29% rayon, 3% spandex. I'm just trying to show you that it is quite a thin French terry. There's not a great deal of thickness there. So it's smooth on the right side, and then it has its loops on the wrong side. It is a true tie-dye, so you can see the tie-dye through the other side. So you can actually choose if you want the smooth side or the loopy side as your right side. Either way is fine. There is your stretch. It's got really nice stretch. Sometimes French terry can be quite stiff in its stretch, but this is pretty good. And then got a little bit going on vertically too. And there is your drape. Now, I couldn't get a good match for the thread. It's so hard with tie-dyes, especially as this is a little bit of a heathered colour too with the blues. It makes it really hard to get the matching thread. Okay, so we put this with eggplant and dark navy is the other one. Yes, dark navy, a bit of charcoal, which is double brush poly as well, which is really nice. What else did we do? Chambray and Berrylicious cotton spandex, which brightens it up a bit, I think. So that's blue and purple tie-dye in a beautiful soft French terry. Okay, now for those couple of summer fabrics that I promised you. The first one, which I nearly dropped, is the beautiful rib knit that we brought in for the first time last year. This might be my favourite summer fabric. It is just beautiful. I think I have a couple of tank tops out of it. I have a few dresses out of it, and it just feels so nice to wear. It's not hot at all. It's 180 GSM, so it's nice and lightweight. So that's probably the weight of a t-shirt type fabric. It's 96 poly, 4% spandex, and amazing. Let me show you. Can you see the ribs there? I think you can see the ribs, can't you? It is a white background, and you can see it's a pretty thin fabric, but not awful thin. You know, some thin is just, you know, it's not going to cover anything, but this is just, it's beautiful in a top, a dress, or a skirt. There's heaps that you can do with it, because again, it's got that really great stretch, and it doesn't stretch out. It doesn't grow on you during the day. Both ways, gorgeous drape. I can't wait to sew up a heap of this fabric base this summer, because it's just so comfortable to wear. I think tank tops are probably what I'm going to do, and actually the timeout tank that I'm wearing right now would be amazing for this particular fabric base, and so comfortable. So the black thread, 4000, and then we put this one with the pink coral again. And we did that because there's these little eeny dots on there that are that pink colour, and that'll just bring those out. What was next? Sand, double brush poly as well. To match in, you can't really see from back there, can you? Let me bring it up a bit closer. And then we also did green forest, a double brush poly to go with those greens there. I'm sorry, I'm so close that I'm not getting as much light on me. I wonder if I can turn this so that you can see it. Sorry, now you can see that light, but we'll just ignore that for a second, just so you can see those colours a bit better. And then we also did white bamboo. Not that one. This one. The white bamboo and chambray. That's really pretty too, isn't it? All right, straighten that up again. There we go. So this one, sorry, I haven't even told you its name. Its name is Taylor Rib Knit. Very pretty print, and it's a small print as well, so good for adults and kids, this one. Okay, so the next summery fabric that we have is a gorgeous DTY. So DTY is really just a poly knit. It's 96% poly, 4% spandex. There's no brushing or anything that's going on, so it has a little bit of a slinky feel to it. I find it easy enough to sew. It's not so slinky that you can't keep the fabric together. I use clips for my sewing, and I guess some fabrics I might use more clips if I do feel like it's going to move around, and that can keep it steady for me. But look at that. So this is the Irregular Dots in Plum DTY. It is just gorgeous, really pretty. So DTY is very similar to double brush poly. In fact, most double brush poly start their life being a DTY. So it behaves in very similar ways. Leggings I would probably make with double brush poly, but I'm not sure that I would with this DTY, because I'm just not sure if it wouldn't get a little bit baggy in the knees. But that's probably the only difference between the two. Otherwise, I'd make a top out of this, a skirt, a dress. I have made pants out of DTY. You know, there's a lot that you can do, and it's got a cool slinky touch to it, so that's nice to wear in summer. So it's got the nice stretch as well. That way. There's your beautiful drape. Look at that drape. It's just gorgeous. So we put this one with thread number 162, and we matched it up with the Ivory double brush poly. And let's see, it wants to fall off me because it's slinky, but it feels actually a bit cold on me at the moment because I'm not warm, but it's very cool to the touch, very cool to wear. Dark Plum modal is really pretty with it as well. Okay, Irregular Dots in Plum DTY, so pretty. All right, our last fabric is back to winter. Although it doesn't have to just be winter, because this fabric is really great for things like pencil skirts and dresses and that sort of thing, which, you know, if you do a sleeveless dress or a short sleeve dress or, you know, a short pencil skirt, you can still wear it in summer. It is a Scuba, and it's our Lush Sunday special today. So this one is called Come On Eileen, and it's got some gorgeous colours in it. We've got lots of fabrics actually which match with this one, which is really nice. So Scuba feels a little bit like wetsuit fabric, a little bit, and it does have some thickness, but it's obviously a whole lot thinner than wetsuit fabric is. But I can actually show you. You can actually see it's got that little bit of thickness here. So it has a firm stretch to it. It is stretchy, but it's a firm stretch. Not really anything going on vertically, and you can see that it's got some structure to it just from the way I'm holding it here. The double brush polys and the DTYs were really just dropping down beautifully, whereas this one, you can see it's kind of standing up a little bit on its own. So beautiful for a pencil skirt, which is just straight, but also really nice for something like a peplum top, because it just kind of sits out on you really beautifully. It's just really nice. You could make a jacket out of this fabric. You can make a pair of pants out of this fabric, so long as that vertical stretch works for your pattern. There's lots that you can do. So 4,000 again for our thread. And then you can even see from the way it's sitting on me, you know, it's kind of bunching up. It really has some structure to it. Okay, so we matched it up with the Tiffany cotton spandex. Isn't that gorgeous? And Rosette double brush poly, and we did olive green double brush poly, which is back here. Let me try and dress myself. There we go. And what did we do next? Pink double brushed poly, keeping it teal modal. This one's very pretty. Oh, it won't stay on me. There we go. There we are. And then we did light olive, double brush poly. And that just matches in with the leaves that are there. And coral, cotton spandex. It's a 180 GSM cotton spandex. And then, oh, I can't keep it on. White, double brush poly. I'm going to take it off now because it doesn't want to be on there. So this is your Lush Sunday special for today, which means it's a little bit cheaper for today only. So if you are wanting to try Scuba, or if you're wanting to try Lush, this just makes it that little bit easier to make that first purchase of that particular fabric or Lush fabric. Okay, so that is our 10 fabrics. Now we are still processing our sale orders, so any orders from this weekend will take longer than they normally do. We are getting closer, but we do still have that backlog to work through. So we do usually have most of our orders from Sunday completed and on their way by the Wednesday. It will probably take a little bit longer this time. So we appreciate your patience just while we're trying to work through all the orders that we have at the moment. But we hope to be pretty clear pretty soon. Fingers crossed. It's been a really, really big task. We have our competitions running again this week, of course, on YouTube and in our Facebook group, Lush Fabrics Australia. So do make sure you enter those competitions. It's just a quick comment on the video, and then you can be in the draw for a $25 Lush gift card. Okay, all of these fabrics are available on our website, www.lushfabrics.com.au. I hope you like these new ones that we had this week, and I'll see you again next week with some more. Thank you for watching. Bye.